This week, we're celebrating great achievements and inspirational people from the past in the fields of poetry, technology, and exploration. My name is Brandon Bargo.
And my name is Greg Bargo. Today, we're visiting the Granite State, and we are the Highpointers.
Yeah!
My name is Brandon Bargo. My brother Greg and I have been climbing mountains all over the world for years. Our obsession is high pointing. We find the highest natural point wherever we are and do whatever it takes to stand on top of it. Sometimes it's a mountain, other times a molehill, but we've learned the real excitement is found in the journey to get there. So join us as we climb to the top of all 50 U.S. states. We are the Highpointers.
Greg, this week, base camp is at the White Mountains in New Hampshire. I mean, it doesn't get much better than
this is beautiful, man.
So we've got a little poetry, a little technology, you know, like some video games, and then we're taking it to the top, the high point of New Hampshire, Mount Washington. And you just got to give us some details.
Yeah, I mean, every high point's got to start with a plan, and for us, that's the shun list. So location, elevation, precipitation, gear identification, and regulation. First, location. Mount Washington's located in White Mountains National Forest. It's part of the Presidential Range. Number two is elevation. So Mount Washington's 6,288 feet. It's gonna be about 3,800 feet of elevation gain, and the trail we're taking is about 9 miles round trip. Lots of people underestimate this mountain, so number three is super important, precipitation. It's the highest ever recorded wind speed of all time, 231 miles an hour. So I mean, it's why they call it the deadliest small mountain
It's like
in the
being
world.
in the middle of a hurricane while you're on a mountain.
Yeah, it really is. So we got to prepare. Number four, gear identification. So layers are key. We've got to remember we're packing up. Cotton kills. So you got to wear layers that are quick drying. You don't want to be wet.
The weather changes so much. It's going from sun to rain to sleet to snow.
Yeah, it acts like it's a big mountain, but it's really a small mountain with crazy weather. So fifth and lastly, regulation. There's no permits required. The parking's free, but if you want to get a little bit closer to the trailhead, you can park at the Cog Railway for about 10 bucks.
Mount Washington in New Hampshire, beautiful. I mean, look at this. I mean, it's hard to beat, all right?
Yeah, let's do it, man.
New Hampshire may be small, but where it lacks in size, it makes up for in natural beauty and unique attractions. We start our high point journey in the largest city in New Hampshire, Manchester. We head 20 minutes outside of town to the Robert Frost Farm to see where one of the greatest poets in U.S. history got his inspiration. We continue north from quiet solitude to the buzzing and chiming of the world's largest arcade. We leave the white noise for the White Mountains to meet our guest, Thom Pollard, at one of his favorite local eating spots. Thom is both a professional climber and adventure filmmaker. He has filmed all over the planet and climbed Everest as a high-altitude cameraman on multiple occasions. Thom is most known for being part of the team that discovered the missing British climber from the first Everest expedition of 1924, in what some consider to be the greatest mystery in exploration history. Thom helps us finish off our high point journey with a scramble to the top of New Hampshire. We're starting off our New Hampshire High Point adventures with a visit to the Robert Frost Farm, just outside of Manchester. Robert Frost was one of the great nature poets of America, and he's a winner of 4 Pulitzer Prizes, so we're hoping to get some inspiration. Greg, are you feeling inspirational?
Actually, I am. A haiku by Greg, if you will. Mountain waterfalls, cascading mighty current, great electric source.
Oh man, that's deep.
Did you feel that?
I felt that. The nature is just buzzing.
Hey, good morning. How are you?
I'm Brandon.
Brandon, I'm Justine.
Nice
Greg.
to meet you.
Greg, nice to meet
Man,
you.
what a place you got here.
Thank you. It's wonderful. This is where the Robert Frost family lived from 1900 to 1911, the longest place he ever lived in one place.
When I'm always interested in going to museums, I like to see the stuff that like Robert Frost touched, sat on. Like, what did Robert Frost do?
Let's go in the house.
This looks interesting.
Well, you asked where he sat?
Yes.
We can tell you, he sat there. And if you'd like to try it out, it's a love seat. There's room for 2. Yeah. When he came here, he was unknown. When he was here, he was the Robert Frost that no one knew. He wasn't published when he was here. He was just a poultry farmer.
And did he kind of have a love-hate relationship with the actual job of farming?
His epitaph on his gravestone was, "I had a lover's quarrel with the world." So he had a love-hate relationship with almost everything. Actually, in Derry, New Hampshire, Robert Frost is known as that poet that used to be a lazy farmer.
So was he not a good farmer?
He was never lazy, he was never a farmer. He always had a farm in the backyard, but he never actually went out with the shovel and everything.
He had his
He
kids
was
do
just
it.
No.
It almost seems romantic. It's like, oh, you're farming, and then you come inside and you're writing poetry. The scenery here, sitting next to the window, it generates inspiration. And Justine, Brandon doesn't like to talk about this a lot, but he is a poet himself.
Greg, you're not supposed to say this
So why don't you give her a little bit?
Well, thank you, brother, for putting me on the spot.
I can't wait, Brandon. I want to hear this.
Okay, so this is a haiku by Brandon. Brandon like big words. Frost like even bigger words. Brandon, big biceps. A haiku by Brandon.
Very nice, very nice.
Okay, well, we can go.
Well, thank you guys for coming in. This was such an adventure for me.
Well, we appreciate it. Thanks for putting up with us.
Oh, no. You know, I love this job. It's the best job in the world, but the best part of it is the people that I meet.
And it's a great way to start off planning our High Point adventure. Good inspiration.
Excellent. Thanks for coming in, Brandon.
All right, appreciate
Greg,
it.
enjoy safe travels.
We just left the Robert Frost farm. Now we're headed to the American Classic Arcade Museum, where we're hoping to see some of the most iconic video games from the 80s, 90s, and even before.
It's gonna be fun.
Gary, nice
Hey.
to meet you. I'm Brandon.
Hi, Brandon. Nice
Hey,
to meet you.
Greg.
Greg, nice to meet you.
Yeah.
So we went from the Robert Frost farm, where it was really quiet, to now we've got buzzing and chiming.
Oh, yeah.
World's largest arcade,
Yes,
right?
it is.
How many games do you got?
There's over 600 in the whole facility and about 250 in the arcade museum. We can take a walk through.
Okay, all right. Me and Gary, I can't help but smile. One after another, we got classics everywhere.
There's so many of them that I forgot about that now that I'm seeing them, I'm like, I remember playing that game
Exactly.
as a kid. Gary, one of the reasons why we actually know about this place is our favorite documentary, King of Kong.
Ah, yes.
And I hear that you actually have a Donkey Kong machine here.
We do. We happen to have the Donkey Kong machine.
Okay,
There it is.
there you go.
Kind of gives me a little bit of an idea. Are you guys up for a little brotherly competition on Donkey Kong?
We are always up
Always.
for a competition. Should we get in competition mode?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Game begin.
I'm an electronic athlete. I don't screw around. Why am I gonna win? Look at the big biceps. I think that pretty much answers all your questions.
It's not a game, it's my life. I'm addicted to games, which is better than being addicted to much worse things.
Gentlemen, this is a best of 3 competition. There'll be no hitting, spitting, or otherwise distracting the other person while they're playing, and may the best man win.
Token. There you go, up.
Hey. Why isn't he going up the ladder?
I don't think so.
Yes. No! Have people passed the first level before?
This guy. Single to double. Oh, the button, Gary. Oh. There's something wrong with this button.
Gary, have you seen that move?
Never.
Oh! I was pushing player 1 button. Did you move player 1 button for the jump button?
See this?
that, look at that. Look at that. Oh, look at the score.
2 games to 0. I am champion.
I let you win today, that's true.
Listen to
That
your
is
big
true.
biceps. Stick to the weight room.
Our champion today, 2 games to 0.
Yes! Everybody, do you see me? Where's everybody? Put it there. Oh.
I'm out.
Game over.
Well, thank you, Gary, so much for showing us around. I feel like I'm worn out from playing video games.
It was a very competitive day.
Yeah, it's so many games. It was really fun.
I'm so glad you could make the trip and see us.
I feel like this is a good way to just get us charged up, ready to go up the mountain.
Glad we could help.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
It was a pleasure meeting you.
You
Thank
too.
you. Thank you so
Alrighty.
much.
Have a great time.
Thank you.
We're heading to the Glen House Hotel. All that winning has made me a little tired. We got to meet Thom in the morning, eat a big breakfast, and then head to the mountain.
I'm ready to climb this thing. It's gonna be fun.
Today is Summit Day. We're headed to the top of New Hampshire, Mount Washington. But before we do, we're going to the Sunrise Shack to get some breakfast with our guest, Thom Pollard. Thom is a high-altitude cameraman, and he has summited Everest. So Greg and I should have a good time with a lot of stories.
All right, boys.
Hey,
Thom,
you doing?
Thom,
Greg.
man, it is
How are
great to see you. Thom, he's an Everest OG.
Yeah.
In fact, we are breathing in the air that Thom breathed in on Mount Everest.
I don't think it works that way.
Actually, that reminds me of the time, Thom, when Greg and I, we were skiing in Park City with Mr. Belding from Saved by the Bell. It was awesome. We were breathing in the beautiful breath nectar of Belding himself.
Based on that note, number 1, Bargo. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's get some
Thom,
breakfast.
that's like an ice axe to the heart. Can I have a burrito at least? Thom, what a place. Man, thanks for suggesting this to us.
This place is legend, Sunrise Shack.
So, what is it like to be kind of at that highest level where you are climbing the biggest mountains and you're a high altitude filmmaker?
It's cool life. I've got some really cool stories and it's been a lot of fun. And when I first started ice climbing, I thought, wow, if I could bring together adventure and my ability, at least at the time, to document and tell stories, then man, my life could be really exciting. So I went to Mount McKinley, now known as only Denali, and Aconcagua down in South America, and I filmed a couple of documentaries there. When I created these films, I would send them to anybody who had any involvement in network adventure programming. And somebody took note of that and started to understand that I actually had some ability in this area. And that's how, more or less, how I got my shot at going to Mount Everest in 1999.
Wow.
Pretty cool. All right, this is Fred, the man, the myth, the legend, who makes this all happen. Holy mackerel. I am gonna have to take a nap later.
This food looks great, so let's fill up so we can go climb the mountain. Well, Thom, welcome to New England, I guess, right? Here in
This is it.
Mount
This is pretty
Washington.
much it. This is the best day we've had in months. So,
Well, one thing we like to do right before we start the climb is to go through the gear list.
Yeah, I mean, with Mount Washington, you do need a bunch of different types of things. Good rain jacket, hard shell layer for conditions like this, but then, man, when it gets colder, you might need extra layers, a nice puffy jacket, hat, gloves, good trekking poles for the rocky terrain, waterproof map, headlamp with extra batteries. You never know how long it's gonna take. Snacks, water, you know. I mean, you've been high altitude, you've been on Everest. What kind of tips do you have for us?
well, you know, the crazy thing is, having climbed on Everest, I've been there 4 times, and you're always prepared for the most extreme. And to train for Mount Everest, this is really one of the best places in the world to train. You can ski here, you can ice climb here, you can hike here. It's all here for you, and it's gorgeous. And hopefully this lifts so we can get the beautiful views that this place is really known for.
All right, Tom, we have a Bargo brother tradition. We start with a high five and we finish with a high five. If you guys are ready.
Let's do it.
All right,
Trailhead.
let's go.
I was kind of thinking, Tom, hopefully by now you already know who your favorite Bargo brother is.
Yeah, but I won't tell you till the very end.
Okay.
Nice.
Look at this, guys.
Yeah. All right.
Welcome to the gym pool. What a rest stop here.
This is really,
super
really
cool.
Isn't this
nice.
amazing?
Yeah.
Something I've heard is everybody that comes to climb Mount Washington underestimates it.
It's easy to underestimate this mountain. I believe there's 120 or so people have died on this mountain.
I saw a story that you were with a team on Mount Washington that was involved in an avalanche.
Yeah, I was involved in an avalanche in 2013, and then previously, before that, one in Alaska, which seemed, at least for me personally, much more serious. Got buried, and I was thinking, this is it. I'm dead. And it really changes your respect of how powerful the mountain and snow is. And I've got a lot of respect for this mountain, even in a drizzle like this.
I mean, and it shows. I mean, you're a professional climber. You've been up Everest multiple times, and even the best, right? Something can happen.
Oh yeah. Oh,
So it's
yeah.
like you have to be prepared. You have to try to do as much preparation as you can. But then, I mean, it just shows you got to respect the mountain. And if it's not looking good, don't force it, right?
Yeah, I've been known to push into things that I should have turned around on before, and I don't feel that way anymore. I'm old enough now to say, we're good, I'm turning around. Like I did this past year on Mount Everest. I just said, no, not this time. I'm in great shape, I was strong enough, but a couple of conditions were just off. But when you go up like that, one little thing, 1% is enough maybe to tilt the factors toward killing you.
It looks like we got to cross the gem pool, and then it's straight up.
Let's do it.
One thing to be aware of when you're hiking on Mount Washington or anywhere in the White Mountain Range is the terrain is unrelenting. It's always rocky, and often the rocks are wet. So you really have to pay attention to your footing, and you also have to pay attention to the time. It takes just as much time to go up as it does to go down. Well, these views are pretty much non-stop, right?
Yeah, it's nice.
Unbelievable.
Well, I always think like it's so challenging going up terrain like this and hiking on slick rock. But one of the things I think about with you is when you're climbing mountains like Everest, not only are you having to deal with the terrain, but you have a camera.
Well, in 1999, when we discovered the body of George Mallory, we went sweeping across the north face on Everest at high camp from about 27,000 feet. So imagine a big pack, oxygen, mask, camera, and then you've got crampons on your shoes, and you're walking on the steepest stuff we've been here, no ropes, and then when you get to the body, then the work begins. You're filming it and trying to get the right shots. So you're right on the edge. So every step is life or death.
I mean, it's amazing because you have two mindsets, right? Stay safe, stay alive, and we got to get just the right shot.
Yeah, it's just the predicament of all cameramen. Yeah. Oh, I want the shot, or I'm not going to get that shot. No way, man, I want to live. So you got to kind of pick and choose a little bit.
Well, guys, we got about 2,000 feet more to go. Yeah. So
let's do it.
Do it?
Yep.
Okay.
There are a lot of mountains in the U.S. that are much taller than Mount Washington at 6,288 feet. So the question is, why is this mountain so windy? So the simple answer is two things: location and shape. So the White Mountains are located in a spot where major storms converge all across the U.S. in this northeastern corner. Also, the shape of the White Mountains form a V where these winds squeeze and blow right over the summit. With those two things, it's a recipe for record-breaking winds. There you go, here's one of the junctions.
Yeah, we're here. This is Lake of the Clouds.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've been here many times.
It's getting
The
real.
last time I was here at this hut, because usually when I get to this hut, it's like, oh man, look at the view.
Yeah, yeah, look at the view. Yeah. There we go, hey, that's nice.
Having been up here when the weather was, really nice, and now you have this, and you had mentioned earlier about the Mallory and Irvin expedition. Maybe you can talk about that expedition, 1924, and then you guys went and tried to find Mallory from that first expedition.
That's right. In 1924, George Mallory and Sandy Irvin left from about 27,000 feet for the summit on June 8th. And when they went up, they were seen at over 28,000 feet. And then these clouds came in and they disappeared, and that was the last anybody ever saw of them. And so 75 years later, we went back to look for their bodies. And the reason we were looking for them is we wanted to find out if maybe they were actually the first to summit Mount Everest, not Hillary and Tenzing in 1953. And through a lot of research and good luck and good fortune and good weather conditions, we actually found George Mallory at 27,000 feet, perfectly preserved. 100% preserved. And there was so much ice connecting his clothes to the rock that I just happened to be the guy who was down on his hands and knees, and we lifted his body up just a little. I literally got on my back and shimmied underneath to see if maybe the camera, which is what we were really looking for, was under him. And all of a sudden, there he is. I'm looking right into the face of the icon of exploration, George Mallory.
And what's interesting is it's still a mystery, right? It hasn't
Still
been
a
solved.
mystery. It has not been solved. I feel as though there's no way they made it to the summit. That's my gut. I don't think that they had the ability to get to the summit and so far away from the summit, given where we found Mallory's body. But 28,000 feet in 1924 in leather boots and tweed and silk, one of the greatest climbs in history.
Yeah, it's like bravery and conquest, right?
Yeah, really incredible people.
How about you lead the way?
Oh, yeah, okay. All right, you guys ready? Let's do this.
Views don't get better than this. Mount Washington can throw anything at you. We went from rain and fog to now sunny and really no wind. We're getting close to the summit, only about 200 feet to go. And you can always tell when you're getting close to the Mount Washington summit when you see the observation tower at the top.
All right.
Look at this weather.
Yeah, baby. It is.
All right. Yes.
Yes.
Oh my
All
gosh.
right, boy.
I mean,
Yeah.
look at this weather, right?
Crazy.
We were like down below. It looked like the Arctic, and now it's like, sunny beach weather.
It is really nice up here. We nailed it.
No
We talked
wind.
about Mount Washington, like just changing weather constantly, and this day proved it.
Who said the worst weather in the world? I don't believe them. It's
Well,
perfect.
Tom, we really appreciate you joining us on another High Point adventure, and man, what a successful, awesome journey. So thank
Been
you
an
so
honor.
much.
A real honor being with you guys. You nailed it. Thanks for picking the right day.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Well, you had 4 hours to, think about a unique high five. Do you got something?
I think
for
I've
us?
got it. So
Okay.
in Nepal, the greeting with the Sherpa people is namaste. And what the people will do is they'll put their palms of their hands together, they'll say namaste, and they will bow in reverence and in kindness to their friends. So what we'll do is we'll do a namaste, and then with our 3 hands, we'll create the peak of Mount Everest and just touch our fingertips. So it will be like a high five, just tips touch.
A little, okay.
Namaste.
I mean, Greg, come on, look at this place, right? It's like to finish up here on Mount Washington. We had a haiku at the Robert Frost Museum, right? And King of Kong competition, which I guess you won that one, and climbing Mount Washington with Tom. Look at this weather. I mean, come on. Doesn't
I mean,
get
it's
much
been
better.
incredible. Gathering inspiration at the Robert Frost Farm, then getting the competitive juices flowing at the American Classic Arcade Museum, got fueled up at the Sunrise Shack, then finished it off with the successful summit of Mount Washington.
So I guess really all we can say is we'll see y'all on the next summit.